Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 2 stocks that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for this week. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped those stocks of interest in the comment section of our last video, right after the intro. Alright y'all, before we begin again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, alright? So let's get started right off the bat. We got the SPY right now. And last week I was watching the SPY closely for something specific to happen. Alright, and it did happen. If you look closely right here on the 1 hour, after the flag that I showed you in the previous video happened, I was waiting to see if this previous support at the bottom would break. I was just patiently waiting to see which way does the market want to go. And it chose to move to the upside. And as you can see, somebody can interpret this as a triple bottom or a left shoulder head and a right shoulder right over here. All right. And the neckline is right there. And as y'all can see, we're bouncing right off of it. So this is a great sign. I don't think that we're gonna move lower than this. I believe this is as low as we're going to get. We may have a higher low in the next few days. Like let's say we bounce over here, and then we bounce again over here, and then we drop again over here, and then later on we continue the uptrend. All right. So this is what I'm kind of seeing right now. I'm not bearish on the market. I wasn't bearish last week, even though the last 15 minutes, there was kind of a sell-off, right? But this right here was something that I was waiting to see, and it's happening perfectly. So just keep your eyes on the market for a potential uptrend. I'm not bearish on the market. Definitely not bearish. Now, the first stock that all of you should be keeping in your watch list, that stock is BABA. All right. The Chinese stock, and I want y'all to keep this in your watch list, number one, because obviously if you look at it on the daily time frame, like if you look at it big picture, it's been crushed for so long. Like it's been demolished for about 60%, 55 to 60% right now. And it had a good day on, I believe this was Thursday. I missed the first pop over here, but we did take a trade on Thursday, moving on to Friday, just a small YOLO call right at the close, and then selling some at the open and selling some later on. But as of right now, I think this stock is not done yet. I think it can go up just a little bit more. I definitely think it can. My price target on it is around 170 bucks. If it moves higher, great. But I think we can do it. I don't think that we're gonna roll over and drop back down to the 140s again anytime soon. So definitely keep your eyes on BABA, and the same applies for Baidu as well. Like their price are synchronizing quite well. They're like exactly the same price, which is pretty nice. All right. Now that's the first one that y'all should be keeping on your watch list for a move in these regions, 170 to 175. Now the next one is actually a previous stock that I told y'all to buy last week, and that stock is Mara. All right, so this is kind of like an update, and again, it's still the top stock for me. I do have calls on Mara, and I do like the way this is. I like how it's holding right here. The falling wedge is there. I told y'all last week that I got in small after taking those gains on this day on the 6th. I got in small. I took a little loss because again, the contract was too close. It expired on that Friday. So I bought new calls for the next for prolonging the expiration date. And I do think that it's going to get to $43.50, maybe even $45. It's moving quite well. I don't think it's done yet. I'm not bearish on BTC. Definitely not. We can actually check that out right now. This is the BTC chart. And as y'all can see, it's doing quite well. There's been some choppiness, especially over the weekend, but this is looking quite good. I don't think that this move is going to slow down until we get to at least 60K. until we get to 60K, maybe 62K, we're not gonna see a little drop that is similar to this. All right, just this drop, not the entire thing, just a little bit before we continue moving higher again. All right, but 60K is where I see BTC going, and obviously if we get there, then Mara will follow as well, and the continuation will be lucrative for everybody who is still holding those calls. All right, that's my very honest opinion on Mara, and these are the top 2 stocks for this week. I'm not bearish. I'm not bearish at all. Now to answer some of you guys' questions again, as I always say, if y'all have any stocks of interest, definitely put them in the comment section of the videos, and I will select the ones that I do like, the ones that are more likely to pay most of us, the ones that are more likely to show some opportunities, all right, to answer them in these videos. So definitely drop those in the comment section. Now the first one that somebody asked about was Facebook. All right, what's going on with Facebook? There you go. Okay, so Facebook right now has been dropping for the past month, and is a reversal coming? Yes. I think that it will. I definitely think that it will bounce with the market. There is a bullish harami on here. Yes, this one is not green, all right, but still the structure is there. We got the long candle, and then we got the harami right next to it at the bottom third of the previous candle. The next one should look like this. It should open at like 331 and then run to 335. And then obviously on Tuesday, when the real money starts coming in, we can see this thing pushing all the way up to like 40. All right, and this is green and this is green, not red. You can ignore the colors, but this is pretty much what I see on Facebook. Yeah, I don't see this thing going a bit further. Like I don't see it. I think this is what's going to happen within the next 2 days. So definitely watch Facebook as well for a reversal from that level. This is a great point to start buying. Again, if you're a long-term investor, like you know what to do when these drops happen. Like these drops right here, you buy here. All right, and then another drop right over here, you buy here. And then another drop here, which is like what's happening right now. You add again because you're a long-term investor, right? You don't care about the short term. So I think this is a great level to either dip buy or to start investing to the long side. So that's my very honest opinion on Facebook. Now, the next one that somebody asked about MRK, Merck. All right, and in regard to Merck, I do see an opportunity on this one, and I did the opportunities to the short side. There's an evening star on here, like right over here, and it's getting quite weak. The volume at the bottom is fading, and this is not a good spot to dip buy. Like personally, I wouldn't see this and be like, oh, this is a wonderful opportunity to put my money here. Like no, and there's this level right here to watch out for. Like that level right there to 73. That's like a $2 drop, at least a $2 drop, at most a $4 drop, all the way down to $76. It does have earnings here coming up. I don't think it's gonna make a major move because this giant gap up already happened. So I just think it's gonna fade slowly because the volume is it's getting lower and lower. So we will see. But I do think that we're gonna go straight right here to $78. And then earnings is gonna decide its fate. Again, as I always tell y'all, holding through earnings is 150% gambling. The easiest way for you to lose all of your money. So I don't do it. I don't like to do it. It's very rare that I do it. So if you're gonna do it, if you can't help it, go really, really small or just stay on the sidelines. I'm not gonna guess which way it's gonna go because I'm not gonna trade this thing. The volume is too low. It's just not. It's just not. The opportunity is there for short sellers for sure until earnings. So just watch out for that move. Now, the next one that we're going to discuss in this video, somebody asked about CHWY. All right, and in regards to CHWY, right now the downtrend is still going on. It's still going. Previous level is already broke down. All right. I think you should be careful if you're shorting this thing. If you're shorting or if you have been shorting, like this is the time where you want to not be too greedy. because I can easily picture a lot of short sellers going in short right here because they think, oh, it's curling around here and it wants to fall some more. Let's go in short. All right. And then they get caught in a bullish Harami cross on the next day that looks like that. Just a little, yep, that looks like that. And then the following day, they get squeezed out of their position. All right. So just be mindful of that. It could happen. Just be careful. Just be careful. Again, if you're going to the long side, this is a great spot to buy. If you're shorting this thing, it's too late. It's too late. The money has already been made. I don't think it's gonna go much lower. I think it's going to either consolidate for a few days or just do this as I drew right there. All right. I'm not bearish from this point, and I am watching it for a turnaround. So this is a good one. This is a good question. So shout out to the person who asked about it. Now, the last stock that we're going to discuss, that one is actually a cheaper one. A cheaper one that we've traded in the past. That stock is MMAT. And as I told y'all in the last, like previously, it was a long time ago. Watch for the move up to $7. It didn't quite make it to $7, but you were up and hopefully you were not too greedy. All right. What happens next? I don't really know. And I'm not trading the stock. I don't really care. The volume is not there. It's probably gonna chill in here all the way until earnings. It's gonna be in that range. It's not gonna move. It's gonna be right here all the way through earnings, and then earnings is gonna decide its fate. It doesn't have a history of moving big through earnings, as you can see right there. It barely moved. So this is not something that I will personally have my money on or be looking forward to. Like I already told y'all the top 2 stocks for this week. So that's what I will be looking at. So in regards to this stock, not paying attention to it at all. I don't know where it's gonna go, and I wouldn't recommend anybody to like accumulate this one because again, I don't know much about the company. If you do, great. I don't know at all. I just go directly towards the chart. All right, we trade the charts here and only the charts. So that's my very honest opinion on the stock, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. Also, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul and Guma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, right? Enjoy the outro.